Hello guys, my name is AquiL. Welcome back to another series on how to get better at CSGO. So to start off with, I've seen a lot of people saying that they're playing bad because of their aim. And I don't really think that they should rely so much pressure on their aim, because the aim is one of the things in CSGO that is really inconsistent. So I'm gonna teach you a way to make your aim less, which also does so the pros have a more consistent aim. So, if you place your crosshair well enough, you'll still be performing good when your aim is off. And I've realized that all ranks have bad crosshair placement, even DMGs and above. So, first thing I'm gonna teach you is to always keep your crosshair at head level. Now, so let's say somebody's standing there, and if I'm aiming at the ground, I have to move my crosshair all the way up to his face, aim, and then shoot, which give him time to actually kill me. And if I just kept it on headshot level, it would just be like, boom, he's dead, without even thinking of moving my crosshair. So, I'm just gonna show you the bad way, the incorrect way, and then the move your crosshair, and the correct way. So this is the incorrect way. I mean, it's pretty good that you free fire, but what if he wasn't standing there? What if he was there and you did like, well, he's there? Then you have to move your crosshair, aim at his head, and then shoot him. Which, as I said before, gives him time to actually kill you. And you can't really predict where they are all the time, so you need to move your cross like this, just like glue your crosshair to a wall, and then just move and check every angle, one angle at a time. And I also recommend you to give your crosshair a little bit space to actually react. So you can actually react to yourself, to the person if you see somebody. So one of the things I'm just gonna say this, but if you're in 1v1, I don't really think that you should aim at his face, because he could easily just crouch and you could miss the perfect shot. So I would recommend you to aim at his stomach. So, for example, clearing our B side on those two. This is the correct way to do it. So you see how I check one angle at a time? As I said in the previous video, one angle at a time is really important, because you should not expose yourself to more angles at a time. If there wasn't anybody here and you just went out like this, you'll be exposed from here, on top of the box, there, no, maybe up there, and if somebody stands up here. So that's a lot of spots. So you should really aim one place at a time, one angle at a time. So you also really need to do this as accurate and smooth, so you'll be ready to fire and kill the enemy. And as I said before, you need to give your cross a little bit of room. But if they aren't rushing, you can keep a much tighter angle. So yeah. Like here, I would give my cross a little bit of room here. But if they aren't rushing, you can just go like this. Stand right here, or something. Something like that. So, and I really think that the best way to actually get a good crosshair placement is to actually think about avoiding aiming through the walls and actually follow the walls and change, you know, one angle at a time instead of just wanting out and believe that there will be a guy right there like this, but you ain't. And also, if you're standing here to retake and then maybe rushing you don't stand like this, and don't think that if you're halfway through both spots you have to, it's easier to kill them. It's really not. Just because you hold 2 angles at a time like this doesn't really mean that you can kill them. So I recommend you to check one angle, you know, is it one angle or one entrance at the time, and just, you know, switch between them, switch back and forth, and you know. But it also requires you to spend a lot of time to practice controlling the recoil, and then just constantly play competitive, because you won't get better if you just play casual or deathmatch all the time. And if you're better at recoil control and crosshair placement, your overall gameplay will be better. And just, you know, practice your recoil, and I recommend you that you do, you know, one step at a time. Like, you do the upper part of the recoil. You take that first controller, because the first part is actually the easiest, so that you really don't have to control that first. Just control the upper part first, so it's more on the same space, and then you can, you know, practice all of the recoil, all the shots when you think that the other is perfect. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want to watch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.